So have you ever heard somebody say, post, quote something that sounds really, inspirational, really, self-care kind of approach? And I'm all for self-care. I'm all for motivation. I'm all for inspiring people. But I think sometimes there are certain messages that get put out there that I think are somewhat incomplete. And I'll just share one that I think today that I was just chewing on that I think is somewhat incomplete. It says, to the idea that all you need to do is just be happy with yourself. Just love yourself, and that's all you need, and you'll be happy. I think that's an incomplete statement. I know a lot of people who love themselves and hate what they're doing and are miserable. I know that there are people out there listening to me that the issue isn't you love yourself, it's you don't believe in yourself. And there is a difference, because you can love yourself so much to a point that you actually don't believe in other relationships, and you can isolate yourself and still love yourself. So I don't think that that's necessarily a good case or a good argument. But here's what I do feel. I do feel that if you are going to be happy and you are going to be fulfilled, you actually have to connect with the thing that for you brings that. And if you're not doing that, there will come a certain point where you will always try to reinvent your happiness, but you will never be fulfilled. Happiness to me is almost not temporary, but they're in moments, they're in seasons, they're also in things that you can do repetitiously. I think to have joy, though, I think is a whole different conversation, because you can find joy in something that for you, no matter whatever happens, joy is seems a little bit more foundational than just being happy. And so I think we find joy and fulfillment when we're actually doing the thing that we believe is purposed in our heart, when we do something that actually aligns with not just what we want, but who we are and what we're willing to do to go and get it. So I kind of feel like that thought, I might be rambling, I don't even know, but I kind of feel like that thought of just love yourself, be happy, I think we need to be careful, because I think so many people hide under that. I think they're just going to love themselves more because they're actually afraid of who they're supposed to be. And so they never achieve it. They never go after it. They never become aggressive and persistent and aggressive. And, they never fully live out their potential. And I don't know about you, but I don't want to live my life that way. And I want to share this message because there are too many of you that are listening, that are watching me, that are not watching me like I got a mass following. That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is that if you're listening and following, and I'm going to post this on YouTube, man, you got to go after the thing that is in your heart. Because if you don't, you will get to a certain point. I got to that point when I was in my mid-30s, and I was very unhappy, and I was waiting for people and waiting for jobs and waiting for opportunities and thinking I got my education and thinking I got this, and I just wasn't happy. And I always felt like I was always chasing something else outside of that was very unfulfilling. And so, man, I just want to encourage you, if you're at any point feeling like, man, why can I find the happiness? You need to connect with the thing that's in your heart. Don't let people, money, society, your failures, somebody who didn't believe in you, stop you from accessing who that's supposed to be. Because there is a business inside of you. There is a dream inside of you. There is something that has great worth and great value. And we need to see it. Your people need to see it around you. Your friends need to see it. Your community needs to see it. The next invention, the next idea, the next speaker, the next artist, the next song, the next company is sitting on the other end of you, and it's waiting for you to meet it. It's waiting for you to show up. And so I'm passionate about this topic, and I want to challenge you, if you're listening to me. Don't be afraid to be who you're supposed to be, because nobody can do it but you. You're the only one that can do it. You're the only one who would be willing to take a big enough risk to do it. Because guess what? If you don't do it, you will not be happy.